Welcome back to The Sims 4. Today we are continuing a build and finishing one that I started 9 years ago. I tend to have this knack of not finishing certain build projects. In fact, the last episode of this build, I said this. Anyway, that concludes it for this part, so leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. For the next one, we'll come back, we'll revise some stuff, we'll make it awesome. I promise the next episode will be a little bit sooner than this one was. But that is going to do it for me. I guess that was wrong. But with The Sims 4 Adventure Awaits, it sounds like we can basically run game shows. I mean, this is the perfect pack to do a Big Brother Let's Play. Whether we're just doing it as one video or whatever, I want to finish this house. We're going to finish it now, and then we can add stuff from the pack when it's here. And have no fear! I keep all of my save games and all of my builds from all the years past. Here it is, 9 years later, the Big Brother house. And in fact, it is so old that when I built it, these were the only packs we had out. All right, so first of all, I'm going to give you a recap, because if you didn't watch that series 9 years ago, or you haven't, refreshed yourself, totally fine. Big Brother is a reality TV show where there's a bunch of contestants. They live inside the same house. They can't communicate with the outside world. They basically just live in there with no technology, just each other for like 3 months or however long it actually is. It's been a long time since I watched the show. And basically, it's just like social dynamics, relationships, etc. The public votes people out. Actually, no, I don't. Actually, I forget how the voting works. Anyway, whatever. It's a reality show where they're in a house, okay? It's like the most basic reality show. And I built this house over the course of 8 parts. This is now technically the 9th, but I'll just catch you up to speed. And essentially what we have, we've got the entrance here. You walk in. This is where the contestants come in. This is like the sort of holding room, which we've not done. We'll have to do that today. Then they come through here, and then this is the main door of the house where they will enter into the courtyard area. And this is our main outdoor space. So we've got a little gym area just over there. We've got, I don't really know why there's a couch there, to be honest. Look, there's also going to be a lot of, I didn't rewatch my series, so I don't know certain decisions I made or why I made them. I don't know why that's there. Anyway, then over here, we've got the pool area, got outdoor dining. And over here, this is where they sort of sit and then they watch like the eliminations. They come out here and, see all that kind of stuff. And then over this way, oh yeah, so I don't know if it was like this in other countries, because I only ever watched Big Brother Australia, but we always had like this sort of main outdoor communal space. And then like the living quarters, like bedroom and living room, are always over one side, and then the kitchen was over the other side. So they kind of always had to go outside. So anyway, we got the kitchen over here, which I kind of want to give a revamp. Now, the thing is, today I don't want to completely change stuff because I don't want to just redo the entire house. But I think I want to like maybe refresh stuff. Like, well, I don't know why there's plants up here. I think maybe because the walls are so tall and there wasn't that many decorative items, I might have done that. So we might just do some like, touches of paint here and there. But yeah, this is the kitchen and dining area. Then we got like the little pantry there. And then this is like the back rooms for the staff and like the cameras. So you might have seen in between like all the walls and all the rooms, all these dark areas. The idea is that's where the TV show cameras are, because on the real show, you'll see these mirrors all over the place. And that's actually where they film the people in the house from, because you can't see the cameras. Therefore, the people in the house kind of feel like they're not being watched all the time, even though obviously they are. But, not being able to see the camera creates that sort of separation. So I had built that into this house. So we have all of these little alleyways everywhere for all the cameras and everything, all these mirrors. So that's a big part of the house. So yeah, we got the main living space just here, which I think we need to redo this. Also, look at this. This is so cute. This is before we had large coffee tables, so I made one. And I wanted to redo this area just because this is using the foundation glitch, but we'll just change it to using actual platform so it's not as glitchy. And we've got a little bar area over here. I don't know. I think what I was doing is the theme. We've got this theme like ancient ruins everywhere. Every year, Big Brother would have a theme to their house, right? And I guess that was the theme I went with. So I won't completely change it, but I think I might dial it back in some areas. And then over here, this is our diary room where the contestants will come in and talk to Big Brother. They'll confess everything right here. That probably won't get any use in the actual Let's Play. They also have like the control room back here where they like produce and watch the TV show. That's just a fun decorative area. And then we have, oh, wait, what was this? This is from the show, where they had like items that they brought in. Is that what it was? That's funny. That's like their sort of collection wall. And then this is one of the bedrooms in here. And then the sort of dressing room. And then the bathroom in here. And then over the other side, we have another bedroom. And I haven't done that bathroom yet. And then there's also a little sauna in there for funsies. And then over this side, I've forgotten what it's called, but this is like if the Sims win a challenge, they get to go to the luxury suite. Forgive me, I've forgotten what it's called, but I should look up these things again. I'll refresh myself. I will. Yeah, but they get to spend the night here in like a really fancy bedroom area, which I think we could probably make this look better now. Especially this bit with glass walls and such. But yeah, so that's like their fancy suite and they get their own pool and their own hot tub and everything. All right, so the things that we actually need to do that aren't just redoing stuff today, we need to do this bedroom, this bathroom area. So basically this section here, we got to do, I don't know what this room is. I think it's just a spare room. I don't know if I ever decided what it was. But we could potentially leave that available because in Adventure Awaits, I probably want to add some of the activities from that. So we've got archery, which I guess that's probably going to go outside, and paper crafting. I think this might have been like a miscellaneous challenge room, perhaps. And then I also need to do like the entrance room, and that's kind of it. Like it's not that much more to do. All right, first thing I'm going to do, let's just fix this area because it is just not great in terms of just glitchiness. I'm going to keep... You know, like I said, we're going to try and keep it faithful here, but I'm going to have to just basically just move all this stuff out because I need to move the whole, basically I need to redo this entire area. So I'm going to delete all this stuff. I guess I'll just keep one of these here. I've used so many of these plants. Okay, there we go. So now I should just hopefully, what's my easiest way of doing this? I need to fill in this area with floor because at the moment you can see that's a room. This is actually just nothing. That's not even a room. Also, this whole area is diagonal, which is just fantastic, isn't it? Just really gonna make my life easy. Okay, maybe I'll just try building walls. I was trying to figure out a fancy way of doing it, but I think honestly just building walls around it, then removing the walls is probably the way to go. So there you go. Okay, and also, oh, it unpainted that wall. What was that wall before? Dang it. Does it matter? I guess I can, no, it doesn't matter, whatever. Because we're also, I guess this is, okay, so I built this, wait, what year was it? 2016. We're also doing like a style update, you know, like a 2025 refresh of the house. Again, I don't want to refresh the entire thing, but like I said, licks of paint, colors, maybe that kind of stuff we can play around with a bit. Okay, so, oh wait, I should have probably, hang on, let me do this. Oh, hang on, put those walls back. No, keep those walls. Those ones are fine. Put this wall back. Okay, there we go. We're gonna go, oh wait, why? Oh, I guess because this, yeah, doesn't have a ceiling. Okay, let me put those walls back again for the third time. All right, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2. Now that we actually have platforms, it's gonna make it a heck of a lot easier. Now I can just remove these walls. It's all still a room. It's indoors. It's not glitchy. Well, actually, that's not true. Wait, actually, platforms are still kind of glitchy. Less glitchy than the foundation method, but still glitchy. Okay, there we go. What was the floor down there? I don't know, but I feel like I want to change the flooring. Now, again, the problem is this whole place is diagonal. So if I do, I think that's probably a reason why I did light flooring. Because if I do flooring like this, it just is not going to look good there. So I think we could use the vampire flooring like this, like it's pretty nice. Although I feel like wooden floorboards like this seem kind of odd. Like I feel like we wouldn't have that. I kind of like this kind of flooring, maybe that flooring down here. And then let me put, what other flooring do I have in this place? Yeah, see like this, how it's like diagonal? Because the room, well, I don't know why I made this all diagonal, but because the room is diagonal, it just doesn't look good. But what other tiling do we have that I could potentially use? Or like other flooring options? Actually, you know what I want to do? The new carpets I added a while back, these are going to look, just the texture is going to be, yes, it's a subtle difference, but I think that texture is nicer. We'll keep the red. And I must have been doing maybe red and blue. That kind of makes sense. So maybe I'll make that blue for now. I assume that's what I was gonna do. I don't know. But then it's like, do we just do carpet in here too? Maybe. You know what? Let me just Google Big Brother house. I feel like I need some reference images. Yeah, that's right. They're always really, really wacky. Oh my God, this is what? I'm not showing this because these are all just like Google images, but some of these are so wacky. Hang on. My whole build is based on the Australia one. So I'm going to Google that one specifically. I need like an old version though. I do feel like they kind of have wacky carpets. Actually, you know what? Some of the Love Struck stuff could actually be kind of good. I just kind of feel like even this, maybe in the lower section, I think maybe up top it's too much. We could do, what if we do this one up top? Is there more like, what about more like that? Ooh. I guess I'm trying to go wacky. So I guess the question is, what am I trying to do here? You know what I mean? Hang on. It's supposed to be loud, bold. Maybe this just needs maybe rather than multiple colors of it, maybe this does just need to be a solid color. Maybe that should just be red. Or maybe, what if we change this then? Because I do actually think maybe having a bold color in there is good because we got a bold blue in there. Maybe that's the red. And then in here, what if we go purple? So we could even do that. I think most of these have, yeah, purple colors. So that actually helps a lot. It's super easy to select. That's a very vibrant purple, but we could just do that. Oh, we got even a red door there. That's kind of cool. But I think I might just change that too. We're just using sort of gray doors. Maybe that. So we could do that instead and then just have this as red, which I think actually maybe helps us out a little bit. Oh, some of these things are kind of cool, actually. Oh, actually behind the bar here, that looks kind of cool. I might do it there because it still kind of goes with this sort of, I don't know, ruins vibes. I'm not really sure what we're doing here. We got some wood paneling over there. We also got some bricks, which I'm not really sure why. Kind of a theme. I do like this darker wood panel that I've got there. So I might actually use that one instead. I might actually use that there too. I think that probably works a bit better. Now we had a bunch of these down here. I'm not really sure why. I think just cause. And the other thing is I could actually use, so I was using these couches, but we could actually try and do Dream Home Decorator modular couches, which actually might make more sense now to just have one big couch because that's usually what they do. It's just I couldn't do that when I originally built this. So if we go like this, get like one of these. Oh God, because it's on a diagonal, they are not lining up. That's so annoying. Because I kind of think these are almost curved too much. Do we have like a curved couch that isn't? I mean, that's kind of cool. Okay, you know what? I will try. Let's see if we can do this though. I think having a corner in it. Yeah, it doesn't really work. Definitely, because they always have like these big curved couches. Can't really do that. Maybe this is the way to go. Or we do like one big, I wish these colors were a little bit more bold actually on these. Kind of muted. I guess the red makes the most sense. We'll do the red. So yeah, if I do like one, oh my God, that's so annoying. Because it's the diagonal. Because the whole room's on a diagonal, it's just like trying to get the right spot. You can get it, there it is, but it's so hard. You know what? Let me just get the pieces out first and then I'll put them together. So I think if I do that, and then should we just do like an end piece with no back on it? And then that's the couch. Because there's plenty of seats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's actually only 7. Because I don't think they can actually sit in the corner if you have it there. Also, that is not, wait, what is going on with this build, by the way? This wall is not centered to that wall, and the couch is not centered to this. But I'm thinking, yeah, this is maybe what we do. And I might, you know what? I might actually raise up this back bit so it doesn't step down and just have it like sort of walk around the couch. It might look better. And maybe we just go one longer on each side. Or we just have one side longer than the other, maybe. Because then that is plenty of seats. Not that almost Sims are ever going to be sitting here. There's no way they're ever going to sit here. Hang on, let me get rid of these. Because if I just go like, can I go along here like that? Oh, that's not gonna, no. Oh gosh, no. All right, now we get the fun of platforms. I think it'd have to be here. Okay, I'm just gonna delete it all. Okay, hang on, let me just do this. 1, 2. Oh, but then I can't hang on. Okay, now I lower it down. Okay, so I just had to raise it up, do it separately. Okay, so now there's like a little walkway there. And then maybe if I use tool mod and we just like sort of move it, should I center it to this guy maybe? Oh my gosh, that's not what I wanted to do. I move the rug. Okay, so I think I'm placing it from the center of this. So if I go like here, yeah, okay, I see. A little goofy, but no, oh my gosh. Okay, so if I do that, that should be roughly sort of lined up with that now. Okay, then we still have like this sort of step. This rug looks so funny there. I don't know if this rug makes a lot of sense. I think a circular rug is not helping us out. I think if we just change it to a non-circular rug, it'll probably look a lot better, especially if we use like the Get Famous ones. Get one of these wacky rugs. I guess the problem with these is it doesn't, there's so many extra patterns. Now it's kind of feeling like we're going retro, which is what I'm not trying to do that. So I don't know if that's the right rug. Honestly, I think I just need like a big colored square. Like it doesn't have to be, well, this might work actually. Let me just position it a little bit better. It doesn't have to be like fancy or anything. Kind of cool. It's definitely still giving retro, but eh. I give that a red edge. Yeah. Okay. Now I did just have like regular like stairs like this, but do we have red stairs? Just like go into the theme a little bit, you know? Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, that's why oh, okay. I was thinking, why did I do diagonal parts? But no. Those parts are the straight edges. All of these are the diagonals. It's kind of confusing because of the way it's laid out. That's why I have those edges, is so I could put stairs there, which actually maybe we should just forget the stairs, because if I just move it up one higher, we just go up like this, we still have that platform separation, but then I don't need to worry about stairs, and that's going to solve a lot of problems too with it looking a little silly. And this also leaves a lot of room for other stuff, so I think that just makes more sense. And now let's get a big coffee table. We couldn't do this back in the day. Which coffee table do we want? Could do that one, sort of dark red kind of color. That's fun. Okay. All right, so little updated living space. This is our light. I guess I'll get that back in. Should that go maybe just above that? Is that where it was? I think so. We got a huge ceiling here. Okay, and then this wall, I think maybe should just be this wood color that we had. I feel like this should also be changed to that color. Now, we also have these old looking windows. You know what we have now that we didn't have back then? Glass walls. Oh yeah. Oh, oops, not on that one. Oh yeah. Do I put it where the door is as well, or is that too much? Well, if I do full height glass door, then that kind of works too, doesn't it? Just sort of put it in that spot. I kind of wish it was wider though. I would use this door, but it's got the ugly blue. So I don't know if I want to use that because I could just do that. That's kind of cool. It's pretty sweet. I like it. Okay, so back there, I feel like we still need to do some, oh, that's kind of cool. Some more like just details and stuff. Yeah, I think that looks a bit better. It's definitely got a retro vibe now though. Is that a bad thing? I don't think so. It's just a little bit different than what it was. Now, I guess the other thing we can do, there's so many more things to do. And I definitely think something we need to include is all like the love structure. Ooh, dance floor. Oh, we definitely need a dance floor. Did I do that? I guess, I don't think I did. This was clearly built with Get Together, but I don't have a dance floor anywhere. Like, I definitely think we should have one outside somewhere for sure. But back in here, what I was going to do, we definitely need to give them, oh, ping pong and stuff. No, where the heck is the card game? Oh, there. This one. Who's Up Party Games. I guess I could put it, let's put it there. So then we can do those party games. We should definitely have a games table as well. I don't know if that should just be in this space. Oh, I guess so. That'd probably work. Because it's also red, so I feel like that works. I don't know why, but that's kind of our vibe right now. Now, there's no bar stools there. I don't think I'll add any there because I kind of want them to get drinks and then go elsewhere, right? Oh, yeah, look at these. I don't know why I'm doing the red, but I guess that's just what we're doing. All right, so we got a little party game table there. We can also add some more stuff, but let's just move on for a second. I feel like outside, I almost want to, like, what does the outside look like? Oh, never that interesting. I kind of feel like the walls, I don't know. There's just something I'm not, oh my gosh. We got to use some of these love struck things. Wait, does this have purple? Probably does. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, for the purple room, nice. And actually all the little camera hallways, can we do like this wall? Because you can't really see in here, but if I change it to this wall, this is like the acoustic paneling. So it's like more sound dampening. So I feel like that should be in all these like little hidden hallway areas. Okay, so the interesting thing with the whole outside is this is actually a room. So we could actually use that to our advantage and use platforms to give everything different heights and make it look more interesting. Because right now it's all just really flat. And I'm wondering if we raise up some areas or lower them down. I think if we like start raising up over this way, it could look kind of cool. So like this whole like pool area. So I'm going to cut along the pool and along this section here. And then does that line up with the wall? It does. Okay, cool. So then I actually, I might need to change that flooring to like more like whatever. Oh wait, unable to raise. Oh, interesting. Because of the pool? Oh, that's going to raise the whole building. I can raise this one. I can't lower though. Unable to lower because of the pool? I guess so. Well, okay. That kind of throws a spanner in the works. Okay, well, hang on. What if I just raise the back section here that doesn't have part of the pool in it? Like, what if this section is raised? Aha, there you go. We can raise that up. And then if we do like the stone on it, maybe. Yeah, that stone from Get Together, so it kind of matches. Yeah, I'm going to assume that's because of the pool. But then what if this whole area is raised? Oh, it's going to mess up all the doors, though. I guess we want to be careful of that. Maybe we could lower this grass area for funsies. I just feel like we need some different levels of stuff. Or maybe just like raise up the gym area just so it has like a different height to it. Or lower it. Well, let's see what looks better. We can go up. We can go up, and then actually maybe what we should do is instead of stone, which is terrible to work out on, we do like gym mats like that. And actually maybe going down just makes more sense. Instead it's just lowered down a little bit. So you step down and then you have like the nice rubber tile flooring. So it's not going to hurt to work out here. Why is this so close to that actually? Why are these so cramped together? I actually don't really know. I don't know why. Oh gosh. I know. Like if I move this over here, so we have two of these over here because it's kind of near that, but that's all right. And then this is sideways, maybe there. I just don't know why they're all so close together there. Also, I don't really know what this is. Was I just putting this here for funsies? I don't know. All right, let me get rid of this tape because I guess, am I going to lower the grass? No, I guess I'm not going to lower the grass because that's already lowered. We could raise this bit up so it's like a little planter area maybe, but does that look weird inside? Actually, no, that's all right. Oh. Okay, well, if I do that, it has to be a smaller trim. Oh, the wooden one? Yeah, that's all right. And I can do something with that. All right, let me get rid of all this. Okay, so the back section sort of raised up a little bit. This is lowered down. I'm going to raise a bit there. Let me just go to this bathroom now. Like I said, I don't want to really change too much. I will change these showers though, because Sims are not going to shower in these because they'll worry that it's not private. But we can just use these and then they will shower. So I guess I'll use, which ones do we want to use? The love struck ones. You give them a bit more room as well. Like they're not going to use that many showers at once. So there we go. A little shower area there. We also only have one toilet, which I suppose we could probably, so many of these bushes everywhere. I could probably cut this into two and fit another one in here. Also, I put like a towel in here, and I did watch this little clip of the video. I was like, and there's like a hand towel in there for, I don't know, emergencies. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so we've got this triangle space in here. Can I use this a little bit better? We can definitely fit 2 toilets in here for sure, at least. Maybe like this? I guess that's the easiest way of cutting it. Oh, and then actually what we could do, what if we just did, hang on. God, diagonals are interesting, aren't they? Bring this back to here instead. Hang on, let's do this. And then we could have a door here and a door here. And there's the toilet paper roll. Hang on. Oh, where to go? Grab that. Oh, give me that. Just put it there for now. Okay. Let's paint those, paint that. So I guess did I have a blue door? No, this room used to be, oh, I guess the bathroom is just blue. I guess I just made it that color. It's all right. Okay, so the toilet's there right now. If I turn move objects off, can I actually fit this in there? Because if I put it, it can actually go there. It's a little awkward. It could probably fit. I just want to have these be the same so I can just mirror them. Also, I should probably, we didn't even have the super subtle saucer light back then. So I was using the bigger light everywhere, which you can probably tell. So it can go like that. Not great, is it? It's a little strange. I mean, if I just put it this way, what if I just slide the door all the way to the left like that? And then the toilet can move over a little bit more. So it's not as cramped in the corner. It's a little awkward though, because you open the door and you see the person on the toilet like right in front of you, but whatever. As I can't tell what height I'm putting this at because I'm looking from directly above. Wait, hang on. Oh, okay. The one on the left is good. The one on the right could go a little lower. There we go. All right, cool. Paint that wall. I'll put a little bush back there. I'll start replacing some of these lights. Okay, so there we got 2 toilets in there instead, and 6 showers instead of 8. And I think this mirror here sort of cuts down the wall. I wonder if we can get those Love Struck mirrors in here. Do they fit better? Oh, I guess because it's all diagonal again, isn't it? Dang it. Is that okay, that does actually fit, but what about the rest? These kind of overlap maybe better. Still glitchy, but you know what we need next? We got glass walls. Can we get a mirror wall? That'd be good. That'd be really handy. So I'll just do that. Okay. And I might just get rid of that mirror because it doesn't really make sense. Okay, cool. So that's that. I feel like that's okay. I've updated that. The bedroom. Do we want to do any different beds? Oh my gosh. We got to use one of these somewhere. Do we put them in every bed here? As one of these? Or should that just be over here? Maybe that should be over here. And I've got purple in here. Yes. Okay. That is definitely the bed for in here. Yeah. All right. That's good. Oh, I see what I did here. I made like a custom bed canopy where these are like sticking out over the bed. I get it. I was like, why do I have curtains here and here? That's why. Okay, that's all right. I'm just going to leave that. Okay, so the main living space I'm happy with. Let's do this bedroom area, which I guess I'll do basically the same as this, but just a different color. So this one will be blue. So I kind of did 2 walls purple and then the rest were like the just wood color. I guess the problem with a lot of this build though is when you put the walls cut away, you can't see them anyway. So I'm actually wondering, maybe we should change the walls to be half walls, but like the tallest wall. At least the ones that we want to see, right? Because now if I do cutaway walls, it goes like this. However, having said that, the problem with this is all the dirty plates are going to get placed up there. I wonder if there Sims 4 half wall, no dirty plates mod. I need like a mod or something for it. The other way you can fix it is if you use one of the half wall trims that has like the wood or the glass on top. The problem is I have to make the wall shorter. And how much shorter do I have to do that? Let's see. Still can't fit it in. It has to be a lot shorter to fit. It still can't fit on that. Really? How low does this wall have to be? Okay, well, this is very quickly becoming not the solution. Hello? Wait, this still can't fit on there? Look how low the wall is though. I still can't put this on it. Okay, that's not the solution. Anyway, I was gonna say, if you use one of these last 3 ones here, so this one, or this one, then they won't put plates on it. It looks like this should be be able to go a lot higher, right? Like it looks like you should be able to easily fit that up above the roof. The other solution is just putting items on the wall already so Sims can't put other stuff there. So I could get like this little bit of coal and put it up there. Or the classic is the ball of yarn. Hang on, let me just see if I even want to do this first of all. So basically what it's going to do, it's going to, if we go into like, where the heck am I? Hello? I'm lost. Here we go. First person, you can see the wall basically touches the ceiling. Not quite though. There is a little gap, but that doesn't really matter because obviously it doesn't really matter. But what it's going to do is in live mode, when we put the walls cut away, we'll still be able to see them. So it's almost like a set. So it kind of gives you that vibe, and we can choose which walls we want to do that with. Primarily just like the back walls here, like these ones where we see like, and like this wall here, for example, so that we'd see the wall rather than just the nothing behind it. So I kind of like this solution, and I would do it on this one and this one, but like I wouldn't do it on this wall because then that's kind of in my way. Like we're going to pick our walls for it. So like this one, we could even do it maybe on these ones like that. So it sort of creates like a little back wall area there. that book. We could change it to a better bookcase that doesn't get in the way like that. But yeah, I actually kind of like this. So I might do this. Sure we're using the right half wall. It just means, yeah, I'm gonna have to pick an item to go around and put it on all the walls everywhere. Yeah, I definitely like this solution more. Because like this as well, you lose all of the bar area there, right? And I can do it here too, because I don't need to see like the control room. That's our little decorative room, so I don't really care about that. And then this one, we'll also do it here for the little diary room area. I won't do it on all walls. If I do, again, it'll be kind of hard to see. And also these columns are kind of annoying. I think I might have to remove some of these. Oops. So I guess actually here's one thing. I can't do it on this wall because well, actually, I guess I could. It doesn't matter. There's no toilet there. But if I did it on one of the toilet rooms, I don't know if they will still have privacy or they'll think there's people in the same room. I guess we could play test it. I think it actually might. I think this room will be okay. Because yeah, I definitely want to be able to see these walls. At least like that. Yeah. Because then that just, I don't know, that just looks so much better than having all the walls disappear or playing with all the walls up. Because all the walls up is annoying. Like it's hard to see in. All the walls down, which it kind of looks like you can't see all the back wall. You just see like the black wall, which I don't really want to see that. So I think that makes more sense. I like this. Yeah, I'm convincing myself. I think it makes sense anyway. I think it makes sense. All right, that's looking good. We'll do it for this bathroom as well. Even maybe some of these walls out here, like at least this wall perhaps. Oh, but then, okay. So if I do it there, that makes all this outdoors. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, never mind. What is this? I guess I can put the walls up when we're outside. But yeah, that's better. So now, yeah, that's cool. This is looking like a reality show now. Yeah. Okay. Then we'll do it for some of the kitchen walls as well. Let's have a look. So this one over here for sure. Probably these ones. And this one here. Yeah, I mean, I think it just looks so much better, doesn't it? Just being able to see it like that. And it definitely feels more like a reality show, which is kind of what we're going for anyway. We've got this little bathroom here. Do I want to do it on this? I guess, again, the more walls I do, the more junk I'm going to have to place on the wall. So it's going to be kind of annoying, but I guess it is what it is. I mean, I kind of like that. Like being able to see a little bathroom like that. Okay, yeah, because then we can see it like that. So yeah, obviously these walls are in the way of those ones, but that's okay because we can move back in here like this. And you can spin around this way and see all this section. I guess I could do these walls, but then this would all be like outdoor lighting, I think. So I don't know if I love that. I guess we could do it on, it does kind of not look great. Maybe this wall, because it's just this section. It's actually not connected to anything. So I could even just leave that. Oh, that does look a little weird though, doesn't it? No, I'll put that back. Actually, you know what? Actually, the other solution is I could raise up this, which I think is perhaps going to mess up. Let me see. You know what? I need to save as I go. I've already done a lot. Actually, I don't think that did. I thought it was going to mess up all this stuff here. It seems like it's actually okay. Oh, wait, is it messing up these over here? I think it's moving these up. Yeah, it is. That's funny. That's okay. I don't really care about that. So the reason I'm doing this, because this little corridor? This corridor. This little corridor is actually empty. It wasn't even a camera area. But now when I put the walls down, it'll stay up like that. So we can then use that to our advantage. But these, I think, because I use move objects, yeah, put them back down here, that's fine. And put that one down over here. Game, kind of placing weirdly, there you go. Is that one lower than that one? It's kind of hard to tell. I think it's the same. All right, that's fine. Okay, so then that gives us that effect over there. We got the little area in here, that's looking good. We got the kitchen looking good. And most of our areas are good. I can't really do it to the gym because that would then turn this into outdoor lighting. But we can do it in this little entrance room. So we'll do that. This is like our welcome lobby. Do I want it this way or the other? Maybe the other way is better. So it sort of matches the rest of our camera positions. So we have it like that. Yeah, so you can kind of see when people come in here. Now, all these rooms, they're supposed to be dark. They're like the connecting back room that you don't really see on the show. That's kind of the idea. Although I think I still have lights in it, so I might just do that. But yeah, we're not going to decorate those rooms up anymore. Like the little connecting corridors, which we have a few of around the place. I know there was another one. Oh, it was over here, wasn't it? Okay. So now let me just check that I'm happy with all the walls. I think so, like all the half walls we've added. I think so, because that gives us a good perspective on everything. Now I just have to go around and add a bunch of junk on top of the walls that doesn't look dumb. So what can I do? Let's have a look at clutter items. I just need an already small item. The problem is we were looking at the coal. If I go small, you can kind of still, oh, actually, you know what? Can you see that? You could also tool mod to make it smaller, but that, I don't, it'd be kind of hard to select them all. Is there anything better than that? It's also because it's cheap, so that's good too. What about miscellaneous? What's in here? How big is this? Pretty big. So the ball of yarn, this is actually bigger than the lump of coal, surprisingly. I mean, I think they're both equally, you can see them when you go like this. I would say they're probably equally tiny, right? Can this go on top of here? That'd be cool if that counted. No. Actually, is there any light? Actually, yeah, you can put lamps on top of these. Yeah, you can. So oh wait, what about this? Wait, this could actually be kind of cool. Make it a light. No, it's kind of very visible though. Well, hang on, what if I don't scale it down? What if I just leave it at the full size? I mean, that's kind of ugly though, isn't it? Having all those lights like that. I was just kind of hoping we could find an item we could place there that I don't have to waste time scaling down. Because scaling stuff down, oh my God, how many slots are up here, by the way? Scaling stuff down takes time. I guess for old time's sake, we'll go yarn. Actually, you know what I should do? I'm going to change the half wall trim to white because that's going to be way easier to see all the black balls of yarn. And then we'll change the half wall to black afterwards. That'll be a lot easier. All right. I'll see you in 20 minutes once I finish doing this. So basically I have to go 1, 2, I don't know if there's an easier way of doing this, but this is the way I'm doing it. So, okay. Now we got balls of yarn everywhere. Let's have a look. Wait. Yeah, there they are. There's none on top of this because I guess this was never supposed to be that. I might just do maybe like this on top instead. It's more like intentional maybe rather than balls of yarn on it. I don't know. Okay. So that's looking better, I think. Now we have like the backdrop that we can work with. I don't know if I love these floating plants everywhere. I've also got a lot of shelves everywhere. Like I was doing a lot of shelves. I think I was just trying to get stuff on the wall. I think to be fair, because there wasn't really anything to put on the wall. Like I don't think we had many like decorative things we could do, but I definitely feel like stuff like Love Struck now would work. Right? There's got to be some good stuff. And just like, business and hobby stuff too. I don't know, just like artwork. It doesn't need to be anything really. Actually, if I just go by colors purple, what do we get for that? No, there wasn't a lot of good choices there. I went back to just saying what Love Struck has. I feel like Love Struck's probably got some stuff, right? Or, actually, maybe this is a good idea. Hang on. That's kind of cool. This adds a bit of art to the wall, just so it's not so blank. Yeah, let's just do that. And then, because we don't really see it anyway, and then we don't have to have those floating edges everywhere. I think that makes sense. Oh, these are still red. We should really make them purple. This is now the purple room. And what is this rug and bed placement? Like they're kind of all just, nothing's really aligned. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. I don't think so. Move the rug over a little bit. I'm not sure the deal with these. You know what? Let's get those out of there. Get those out of there. What about this couch? Wait, what? Maybe that couch, I was like, maybe that can go in here. No, I don't think so. I just realized how high up these are too. I mean, I guess I kind of maybe I did that on purpose because it's like, if you have the camera here, you kind of need to be able to see to where the people on the beds, whereas the camera is too low, you wouldn't really be able to see across. Okay, mate. You know, I'll allow it. Okay, so I've just gone to like basic purple couches. That's fine. Let me get rid of some of these columns in here too. I think we've got too many. You know, I appreciate the idea, but I think we just need to remove some for playability so our Sims can sit there and confess. Okay, so we've also got this little, I guess it's just a transition room, so I'm just going to paint it like this. It's not really anything. It's basically just a connector room to get to this bedroom. So I'll just do it like that. All right, so then in here, we want to maybe do something different with these beds. Oh, the Love Struck ones are kind of good. Because they're very, not that. They're very blue. Yeah, okay. Okay, Big Brother and Love Struck, surprisingly, go well together. So there you go. All right, so blue beds. Did I do anything else? I mean, I had like those dresses like that. And then, they have like the dressing room in here. Okay, maybe I'll do like that and be the wood color. And I think maybe white was just because I was doing placeholder stuff, perhaps. So I guess I'll just make it that sort of blue color to match. Because that's all it is over here, right? Like it's just that, and then we have like some decorations, like some of these bamboo things everywhere. A couple of benches. We've got those flowers. Oh yeah, I should do the flowers around the place. That's nice. Yeah, get that there for you. Because I guess that's not in the way because there's a half wall there anyway. So there you go. Nice decorative bit of bamboo. All right. So then in this room, so we did these ones in the other room, which I feel like had a good color to them. What can we do in this room? There's that. That's kind of fun. And it's blue, a little bit magical, you know? I suppose that should probably paint the whole wall there. I don't know why this bed's there. I think it might make more sense just to put them here as well. Yeah. And then we can do like the sort of couches that we had in the other room too. And then maybe that should just be the same here. And I might move these up like I sort of did in the other room as well. Maybe just sort of center them on this, on this wall like that maybe. I guess it looks kind of weird with the beds where they don't line up properly, but then the beds are sort of lined up with each other. So I don't know. So these beds are kind of they're kind of leaning more aqua than like this sort of blue color. So I guess I could do like that because it kind of goes with those top cushions because the other blue didn't really work. I don't know if I can fit a second couch in here without it. I mean, I guess I don't really need to. Couches we don't really need, you know what I mean? So just for funsies, smaller rug. You know what? Get some bamboo in here. Get the decorations going, you know what I mean? There you go. A little bit of bamboo. Lovely. Look at that room. Beautiful. Now we don't actually want that much in the bedrooms anyway because we kind of want the Sims to be out in like the other areas anyway, so that's fine. Okay, the bathroom. What is going on here? Why did I think that was going to be a good way to do this? I mean, I guess it looks kind of cool, but it just is going to be so much easier. That wall is just flat. If I just do this. Wait, why did that cut? Hang on. I think when I did that, did that just mess up 404? What am I? I'm a little concerned that it's like selling something here or buying. I don't know what it's. I'm not sure if it's deleting anything. Hopefully not. Oh wait, it didn't get rid of my balls of yarn, did it? No, I think they're good. I don't know. It just because costing 404 simoleons doesn't make sense. It shouldn't cost that much. I'm a little concerned by it. All right, so the other bathroom are actually colored blue. So, well, we got purple and blue. Should we do blue and like, I guess, because I guess if we're doing purple and blue, they're kind of close to each other. Then we could do blue to, blue to green. That's what I meant. Oh yeah, maybe do we have like a green version of this tile? Oh, we kind of do. You know what? We could do actually like a green bathroom. Yeah, how did I do this? I just kind of painted certain walls blue and some not. First of all, I'm going to paint the whole room just the white and the floor. I don't know if I already did that. I think I did. Yep. And then I guess now just pick the walls that are going to be that greeny color. That one. Hang on, if I put the walls down, they're going to obviously be this one. I think maybe that back one there. And is that enough? Probably. And actually, I think I'm going to change this to be a little glass top on that. And I'm going to do the same on the other one because that will stop stuff being placed on it. Oh, look at all these robes I did on there. Sweet. Give me the pillar. I'm just going to do 2 on this. I don't want to do too many on this one. All right, and then we're going to do the showers. We're going to do the same. We'll do 6 showers like that. And then I kind of want to, I want to get 2 toilets instead of 1. So I'm just actually going to do this. Move that along. Does that mess up my yarn? No, they're still there. Good. And then I'll do this. Thankfully, most of this bathroom is easier than the other one because it's mostly square. So that's good. There is a green door, but it doesn't really match that. So I'll just do the gray. All right, 2 little toilets in there. Oh, I guess do we have a color to go with this? There is green. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. Hang on. So I've got that green. We've got this. Oh, wait, what? This is technically different. Oh, I think it's like lighter. Okay, yeah, there's different trims on that. Okay, that green there. We've also got this kind of, oh, actually that color probably goes with it. That is the color. Okay, I'm gonna do that one. Let's do that one. Kind of more like blue. I guess it's kind of more like a teal, maybe more than green, which I mean is fine because we're sliding into the green territory, but we're not quite there yet. I guess I kind of need to do another mirror on that side, but I think that's just going to be annoying because that one will get in the way. It's a little big. I could give him a tiny one. Also, I could do like this. It kind of looks like the other sort of windows almost. Yeah, that's not as in the way. It's still kind of there, but whatever. And I had a bunch of bamboo. I had like the nail chairs to get your nails done. That's fun. That here, I don't know, kind of where it was in the other one for some reason. I'm sure there was a reason I had explaining it when I did it, but I don't know what it was, so... Maybe actually put that in the center. Yeah, some nice bamboo. Look at that. Yeah, beautiful. Some robes over here. Just put them there instead. And then plenty of room. I think that's all I need in there, right? So we've kind of got bedroom and the bathroom done. You know, nothing super fancy, but it doesn't need to be. I did also have this bush in there too. I've also got this column for some reason. I guess it's just decorative. I actually might get rid of that. Oh, and I got this big fancy light, so let's do this too. Sort of in the middle of the sink area. The little subtle saucer in the middle of it because we still need more light in here. Okay, so big light there. Little fun. Showers at the back there, which is actually kind of hard to see, to be honest. So I actually don't know if that's the best. Oh, maybe that's what it did. I think that's why I saved money. All the walls, the stupid half walls got unpainted. I think that's actually where all my money went. Like when it took away the money, when I did the walls, I think it just took off the texture. All right, there you go. Okay, so that's good. So I'm happy to call that done. Over here, let's maybe just change this so it's not like stacked up so high that you can't put the walls down. And also typically in Big Brother, I actually don't think they have books. I guess they might have a specific selection, but they don't really have, actually, I think these ones the heck is going on here? Oh, there we go. I put the wall. Yeah, I'll still see those. Oh, okay. Maybe we'll just do a nice looking bookcase then. We could just do something like this, just a decorative kind of fancy one's got some records and stuff on it. Although I guess they wouldn't have that either, would they? I mean, I guess this is just kind of to look nice. It's not really to be functional. How about this one? This one's giant. I guess that doesn't really solve the problem that I was talking about it being kind of in the way, but does that matter? No. I guess whatever. I was going to do that. All right. So we also have a sauna back here, which doesn't really have anything around it. Like it's just a sauna in a room. I guess it's fine. I don't know what's going to go in there. I guess it's like a change room is kind of the idea, I suppose. Okay, well, at least let's have a look. So this whole side of the house, so we come in here, this is our entrance here, is pretty much all done except for the miscellaneous activity room, which I kind of feel like might benefit by going in the basement and just having a bigger room, because then we could turn it into different things depending on what we wanted to do. Because I remember in the actual show, they had, I guess it must have been a separate building that maybe they went off to, and I had like a big, almost like warehousey room. I don't actually think, it didn't really have a roof. I think it was just kind of outside like this as well. But we could just do something like that down here. Although, because I've lowered that platform, it actually might make it more difficult. Let me see. Because if I build here, I don't, oh, no, not like that. This one. If I build, first of all, diagonal like that. Yeah, see, I can't go under where the platform is, which is kind of annoying. I don't want to change the platform. So do we just try and use this room? I mean, I guess what activities could we do? Obviously, in the new pack, there's going to be archery, which I think we'll just do outside somewhere. I think we probably have enough room to set it up out here. And what else did they add? Let me look it up. Oh, the kayaking, which is obviously not going to be in here, is it? That's that wouldn't be in the house anyway. I guess actually you might be able to place them in the pool because I think you can place outdoor activities. Where do I find that stuff? Speaking of which, actually, we should definitely get some floaties in the pool for sure. There you go. And a pizza maybe? Yeah, we'll get a couple of those. Oh, and they have the new diving boards, which, yeah, that'll be easy. We'll add that in there so we can do some diving. I was going to say the kayaking. And where are the boats in this game? Oh, here we go. Because, yeah, you can put these in pool. I mean, I guess I have move objects on right now. Hang on, let me turn that off. You can put these in pools even without move objects. And they can use a jet ski in a pool. And they can use this in a pool, I think, as well. Hang on, let me see. Does that fit in a pool or does it? Oh, no. Okay, this can't go in a pool. Fair enough. But if this can, it stands to reason that maybe the kayaks can go in a pool. So potentially. I don't think I will do that, but potentially. Because I have swings. Actually, swings could be a nice little thing to add in. Maybe that can, because I still don't know what that is. Get that out of there. Oh, treehouse. Hang on, where can I put the swings? Can they fit over here? Seems like a cute thing to put in the corner. I think they can fit here if I just do move objects. Oh, actually, oh, yeah, let's do move objects. I'm going to shove them in the corner a little bit. Maybe a little random, but then they can swing over there. Because I have this big water feature right next to it, which I don't know if it's ideal, but we'll keep it there. There's basketball. That actually could be pretty good. Actually, maybe I'll lower this section down. Maybe we can have basketball over here. I get not that one. Where's the smaller version of this? Okay. And then we do like this. And then I think if we go, I don't know, let's have like a little basketball court kind of thing. Is that weird? Maybe it's a little random, but it's something to do. A fun colored one. Yeah. All right. What else do we have? I'm just trying to find things to add. I kind of got distracted. What? Oh, the onsen. Should we put the onsen in here? Anyway, I was looking for activities because of like what would go in this room that wouldn't just go outside already. Because like competitions and stuff is probably what we want to try and do. Or we could do like mural stuff too. So things like bowling, certain sims can actually win that. Ping pong, certain sims can win that. So this is like, I guess kind of be like a challenge room, right? So and actually, why didn't I do half walls in here already? I guess I wasn't sure what I was doing. Let me do that. I guess if we need to, we can always expand downstairs. I might reduce this. As cool as that is, it's kind of in the way. So yeah, this will be like the room of requirement, right? And actually, I might do the sort of gym flooring in here. That kind of makes sense. There's like nice soft flooring, but like bright colors on the walls. Got nice competition walls. And then we'll get these little camera mirrors in. How can we fit these? I can only fit 2 on this wall, annoyingly. Okay, do like that. Can I fit more than, can I fit 2 on this wall? Hang on, look at the wall. There we go, like there. I can fit 1 on this wall. But I can fit more on this wall too. There you go. All right, so we got 3 angles. And then maybe for now, I'm pretty sure bowling is not going to fit in there. As for one of my examples of what we could do, yeah, bowling is too big. I think the juice pong, or is it just called ping pong? What is it called? Ping. Here we go. Oh yeah, this can fit in. Maybe we can have that here. Actually, do they need more room than what is on the grid, or is that enough? I'm thinking if we put this here, go red, get rid of these lights for a second, because then we can use this to like determine a winner, right? So we can have sims like compete, because it will actually pop up, I think, saying who wins right on that. There is foosball, but I guess you can visually see who wins this. But what else could we do? There's chess. Oh, knitting. Oh, actually, I was also thinking in our diary room. So at the moment, we just got a chair and a camera. Obviously, that doesn't do anything. I might actually just add a microphone here, and then we'll just get the sim to stand and talk in the microphone. Because then we can, you know, like actually be like, see the sim talking kind of thing. So that might be a good way to get him to actually act, like talk on that. Oh, you know what we could do? What I was talking about earlier? Dance battles. Yes. Because you can battle via dancing. And actually, this has got fun colors on it too. Which ones do we want? And I think it changes in live mode, right? We're going to need some music though. Which actually, do we even have any music in this place at all? Because that's one of the things that I think they also on the show sort of remove is like music. I guess so. In here, they've got a TV. I mean, there is a TV out here as well. Technically, they can't actually watch TV, but I guess they will. We've got a bunch of them around the place. Let's get some music in here. I guess in here, we'll do maybe just like the wall speaker. I like this. It looks, I don't know, like it fits in the room. I guess you only need 1 because if I do 2, they don't like sync, do they? They'll just be like multiple. I mean, it looks better with two though, so maybe we'll do two. All right, so we'll start off with a dance floor and a ping pong table. We can change that. This room will change, potentially build a basement as well for it. I don't know, just so we have more space. I'll have to figure that out. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, let's have a look. Also, the outside of this building is just, I think I might have said it in the original series, but it's like, it's not really something we're doing. I wouldn't mind it looking a little bit better on the outside, especially now that we have more packs and decorative stuff we could do to it. Was there like these walls? Wait, is that, oh, that's an archway. Okay, that's fine. These walls, I don't mind some of them being stone, but I kind of feel like there's actually too much. I'm wondering, should we change some of them to like, I don't know to what, but like to something? Actually, I kind of like, well, first of all, I kind of like maybe this upper level. Hang on. So we're going to set this up like it's supposed to be like kind of like a sound stage, right? So what if we had like the outside, like in one of these? I feel like these are kind of like a soundstage building would have like this kind of wall. Yeah. And then we can do like a different entrance kind of color there too. But then all this will be that color. Also, these half walls are different colors for some reason. I don't know why. Also, I can't eyedrop it for some reason. I don't know why. Annoying. So I guess the question is, do we like leave the sort of upper part of the, wait, what? Oh, the inner wall is lower than the outer wall. Did I do that on purpose? I mean, I guess so. Also, it's kind of weird that if you paint this inner wall, it paints the outer wall. I don't know how that's working. I think it definitely looks worse not having this continue up. I thought it might look kind of interesting, but it didn't. I'll continue the themed wall there. The roof as well, I feel like should be like this or something. Maybe not that. Maybe like, oh God, not that either. Just something that isn't whatever. That's just the default, right? Or maybe this. You know what it really should be is the roof from Get Famous. But obviously I can't really roof this building because it's not going to work. But like the texture from the Get Famous roof, I really like. Hang on, I'll show you. For this kind of building anyway. So this texture here, that. I would love that to be our roof. Like if we could make this like sound stagey, you know, like this. But like that's only going to work on certain sections of the building. I mean, I guess I could make this bit look like that. Like at least from the front of the lot. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Yeah, because that actually looks pretty good, that curve. I don't know what I'm going to do with the extra space here if I just build this out, but I think that definitely looks better. It's like a front to the building. I mean, maybe because at the moment we just got this little hallway, well, the hallway, the little walkway that goes down to the control room. Maybe that could be part of this because I could kind of open this up a little bit more, have more space in here. I'm also just gonna be careful with that there, because that's just a decorative roof. It doesn't, it doesn't actually need to be up here at all. I definitely think it looks better though than just like the half wall around the place. I think I'll have to play around with all that a little bit. I wish I could use, because some roofs you can use like on here, like what is that? This one? Yeah, see that one can go there, but it can't, but not all of them do that. Like I wish they had done that with all the roofs. That would have been nice. Because I mean, that's a good like utility kind of roof, but it's definitely too much. It's possible I could actually maybe do another like soundstage roof at the back section. Hang on. Go like here, get smaller so it fits along this whole area. Because if we just kind of make it look like a bunch of sound stages together, that might work. Again, extending this back bit. Again, not sure what I'm going to put in the back bit, but it just helps the style, you know? So I think what I would do is maybe just get rid of this half wall, but keep it going into that section there, maybe. Just have it go to the middle there where it disappears. And then you end up with this sort of sound stagey looking building. I wonder, can I can't make that any smaller. I think so I'd have to do a roof trim that sort of is inside the wall, the roof. Okay. Got to pick the right one. Maybe that one instead. I'll do the same with the other one. Actually, maybe this should just push out further this way. So it sort of sticks out a little bit there. It's like another soundstagey sort of section. I do feel like I've kind of got distracted from actually finishing the build because in fact, I'm adding more stuff to the build right now. But we can just leave these empty. I don't have to put anything in here because this is just a facade to make it look a little bit more interesting. Did I make that too wide? I did. There we go. Oh, now it's a little too low. So I'll actually just drag it up a little bit. There you go. And actually I might bring this right-hand side out a little bit. Why not? I can't do it on the left because it'll clip through here, but I can do it on the right. Okay, that's kind of cool. I think that helps. I think then maybe this section of the building should be a different wall because I think if those are like the soundstage building walls, these could maybe, what if they're just like this metal wall? That doesn't look great, does it? Like slate wall kind of thing. Kind of looks too fancy though, because it kind of just needs to be a big wall that looks somewhat easy to put up, but not like super cheap. Like it needs to look like it kind of makes sense, but also looks like a soundstage kind of thing. I like that the warning color on the bottom, but the fact that it's all brick is too much. Oh, these Get Famous soundstage paneling is actually probably useful too. We can probably use this around the place as well, like on the back of some of these walls or something. What does that look like in? Oh, it doesn't have like a white. I mean, it is possible we could use this out here. I don't hate that. I think it is maybe a little bit too busy though, actually, for the whole thing. We could potentially use it on this section. I don't know, it looks kind of interesting. I mean, maybe these metal walls, I kind of initially said no, but I like the fact that they are just like a big panel. If I just make them white instead of like, oh, I was going to do a darker color, but maybe the lighter color. I think what I need to do as well is maybe remove, which half wall is that? I need to adjust the half wall because I think having it go all the way along there doesn't make any sense anymore. Like it should just go back to where, you know, this ends, right? Just to here. Or I guess maybe to the middle of this, to there somewhere, wherever it is. Yeah. But then you still have this front section, which by the way, I can now bring that out maybe. Oh, but I guess you can see it doesn't go that side. So maybe just that side. Yeah. So then it goes back to there. So that's sort of more soundstagey looking. And we'll have to do some decorations on the front of this as well. Paint those so they actually match now. There you go. And then so this section here up to here should be this wall. So it's like our non-soundstage building. Just, you know, so we have the differentiation between those two bits. I'm not sure what to do with this wall. I guess that has to stay that color. Yeah, I guess that's fine. That one does that. Okay. Yeah. We have a Presto foundation. I guess I'll use the same one. Oh, wait. No, I was actually, wait, which foundation am I using here? What was our default? Maybe it was the Presto. You know what? I might not have ever set the foundation. Okay. Well, I don't think the building looks great by any means, but I think it's sort of going sort of more in a direction that it looks like a sort of studio kind of setup. I think, is there like, I need like those big, so like in Get Famous, which thankfully we have now in this day and age, the huge big, you know what, it might be easier just to filter by Get Famous instead of trying to scroll through everything. In wall decoration? Yeah, like these, the big like posters. Hang on, let me go down a floor so I don't put it in the wrong spot. Like big advertisements for different movies or whatever. Perhaps stuff that maybe was filmed here. And this kind of stuff as well is pretty good. I don't know what I'd use it for, but just like, I don't know, just on the building. This adds a little bit of detail. Is that in the middle? I think so, yeah. Do like that kind of color. We got a few of these around the place. It might actually look kind of interesting. Oh, can I put one there? Oh, you know what else we need? They had that huge door, which I think is actually a debug door, isn't it? Yeah, if I go open up debug from Get Famous, so we're going to go, where is it? I've lost it now. Get Famous, debug. I could have sworn it was maybe is it live edit? Maybe it's not tagged as Get Famous. Hang on, get out of that. It might not be Get Famous. There's definitely the big, because I've used it before. Like the big studio roller door. Maybe it's not a door. Hang on, let's go Get Famous. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's a wall decoration. I think it is a door, but it's not in that category. Hey, let me move these off here. Because all of it is, that's all decorative. So I should just be able to put yeah, here we go. The big door. Yeah. This will help. Hard to tell centered or not. It's actually really hard to tell because this whole door is, I don't think, really centered on its own gridding. Hang on, it's really hard. Let me paint the wall separately. So that is the middle there. So then if I just visually align it to that, maybe it's more like there. And then we could do like maybe that door. That's cool. Can't really fit these posters anymore because they're actually too big. Can make it smaller though. Yeah, now we're talking. That's kind of cool. And then we'd do like the same sort of thing over here because I feel like that just helps the aesthetic of this being like a studio rather than a really big ugly house. Go there as well. And then I think if we just do more of like, I guess these around here could be good actually. Maybe some of these along the front and maybe like another thing over here, but do a different one. Let's do the cop one. There you go. Okay. It's a bit random, but it is what it is. That looks better than what it was anyway. I don't know about these things. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. All right, hang on. I'm getting distracted. Let me hit save. Now, let's go back inside because we actually still need to finish this. I mean, it's mostly done. So we did our little activity room. We wanted to redo the kitchen a little bit. I think with the plants and stuff, maybe we could change or, I mean, I guess it's just kind of a bit random. Maybe we can change some of those. I don't know if I love those. I think most of it's probably fine. And actually the floor I want to change. Is there like a diagonal floor that would maybe look a bit better? There's like this castle floor, which actually is actually surprisingly not that bad. It's also like this floor, which is pretty loud and busy, but kind of feels right. Like, I guess because I've almost done the retro theme in here. It's kind of weird. I'm kind of like in between like retro and like, then we got like this weird ruins theme as well. I don't know. We're kind of all over the place, but that's kind of what the Big Brother house is. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's that one. Oh, actually, where's those new tiles from the event? So actually, there's also these. Oops, I actually don't hate. They're a little bit yellow though. Is that linoleum maybe? Oh yeah, these. Oh, I thought they might look a little bit more aligned to the grid, but I guess not. Oh my God, there's these. Is there like a subtle one? No. Surprisingly, Decor to the Max kit does not come with a subtle swatch. Wait, what? The hexagons look so weird on a diagonal. Like look at the line that it's following. That is so weird. I've never really noticed that before. I don't know if it's just an illusion because they're hexagons, but anyway. Well, that's actually kind of cool. Like this sort of stenciled concrete. Wait, what is it? Stenciled grizzle. Because it's the same kind of color scheme, like that dark stone color, but then just doesn't look as awkward on the diagonal. Okay. And then maybe just above we can do some decorations up here or something. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, this is like the activity board. Okay, hang on. Let me get out of the debug. Now, I got to remember I'm on this is a diagonal wall, right? Yeah, so it's kind of hard to put stuff on it. It's kind of hard to put anything on it. Beams. Oh, I was doing so many like plants and stuff on the wall, but we actually have these ones I could use, which probably makes more sense. So maybe swap it out to that, so I don't have to use those things. I feel like they're kind of cool. Yeah. Well, this is kind of fun. I don't know. It kind of feels like an indoor-outdoor kitchen. I don't know. It's a fun little detail. It's a little wacky, but I kind of like it. I don't know why, but I do. So we do have a fire alarm here. I don't know if we have a fire prevention system. And in fact, should we maybe just get rid of the fire alarm and just like let fires happen? Because that could also be a fun thing to do. Paint that the dark color in there. That could also be something to do. All right, I think that's okay. Do I want any other kitchen things? So I've got these schmapple ovens, which I guess we could probably change if we wanted to. Now, I did also consider doing the glass windows here, but because we've got the counters there, glass windows, glass walls, it will go all the way down and it won't really work very well. So that's why I've not done it here. So we got that. We got a dishwasher. What about bins? What's the deal with bins in this place? Oh, there is a bin there. Okay. So we do have a bin. Do we want, I guess we should have like drinks trays and stuff because I feel like we probably didn't have any of that stuff when it came out. Oh my God, the pizza oven. Actually, that'd be great because that would just cause fires. Let's get that out. And then let's get the Lux drink tray maybe. Oh, I guess we did have a Lux drink tray. I might have put one somewhere actually. I don't know. I might put it over here so they can serve drinks out here on a silver platter drink tray. Can all drink trays do all the different drinks or are they all specific? Because I guess this one's like cocoa, right? So I guess that one's specific. All right, I think that's okay in there. So we've got another little bathroom in there. That's good. I might maybe I'll go around and change all the lights to the smaller ones now because we have a lot of big lights everywhere. I don't mind the decorative lights, but like the smaller like fill-in lights, we should just use the smaller ones. I guess the other thing we could do, we could maybe do a little bit like a mood lighting around the place. Like we don't need to use like, so it'd be kind of cool. Actually, hang on. Because this light is really fun if we, hang on, let me place it here. Okay, purple. Yeah. So I'll move them in a second, but if I get them, let me just get these all the lights in. So if we go here, 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 here. I don't know what this is going to look like in the room, but oh, and we should do ceiling paint as well, right? Okay. Kind of hard to tell if it's even, I guess because we got a lot of light coming from this maybe, is it? We get rid of that. I think there's also just light coming through the room. And actually, I think it might actually be the half walls as well, letting light through. But yeah, that actually kind of works. That's kind of cool. Maybe we have like a big hanging light because there's a lot of them that sort of direct, you get like the direct light, you know, like where it's like focused in. Okay, blue lighting for a room, I don't think is as nice as, it's like purple lighting, but you know, that's what the blue room gets. I don't know if it's too dark in there, I might change that. But I've just gone through and made some of the lights smaller in there. I actually did a bit of blue lighting on this bar. I don't know, just mix it up a little bit. I do think the purple looks cool though. Also the gym has no lighting, I've just realized. So let's get some in there. It's kind of dark over here. I think we need some light over here somewhere. And I think just using this get to work light is pretty good. Whoa. It would be nice if it lit up the wall behind it. But I guess that's pretty good. It lights up all that pretty well. Okay, I think I removed all the like the big lights in like the main house area. But then we have all like the sort of back rooms areas that don't really have anything in them yet really. All right, but the main entrance area now, this is where we come into the house for the first time. So let's do up this section. No. I want it to be like bright and colorful because, you know, it's a TV show. You need viewers to be into it, you know, like, whoa, look at this place. Actually, some of these might work. It also has to be not eye-searing, right? There's a fine line that we have to balance here. I like doing like the two-tone walls, but all the pastel pop ones are actually pretty bright. But I guess maybe it's because I got 4 lights in here, you know, that's probably not helping. Maybe just reduce the lighting a little bit. I think that actually that helps a lot. That makes a huge difference. All right, and then the carpet. Could we do like one of the Love Struck carpets? Oh, that's kind of fun. All right, so you're gonna come in. So this is the room where you come in and you mingle for the first time. So I think we need to have like a bar in here. So well, you walk in the door and then you want to like, I don't want this to be set up. I feel like a bar sort of sticking out in the room is not gonna help. I think it needs to be off to the side. We use like one of those bars. And then I think what I need to do, I think we get a lip couch for kissies. And then we need one of these couches for curvies. And I might also move this door over a little bit. Although I'm just thinking about logistics here. All the cameras are on this side of the room. So the lippy couch definitely needs to face that way more. So maybe this can go here. And my lippy can go here. But then what's all this room over here? You know what? All this space. Let me move this over here. Move the bar over that side so it's out of the way. Where are those Who's Who games? I feel like that'd be good. Maybe that goes in here. So you come in and then you play like the party games with the people as they come in so you get to know them. Maybe I can just add more couch here to make it like, it's almost like a little hot seat for kissy lips. And then the rest of the couch sort of circles around. Okay. And then I feel like I just need to do some decorations in here. But I just do 2 bars there. So there's tucked away over there, but loads of drinks. I don't know. I'm just trying to make the room look a little bit nicer because we're going to be facing this way. So I need to do something on this wall. I guess these walls I don't need to worry about too much because they've got mirrors all over them. Actually, we could do like a big bar back like this. Actually, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't think this wall is working. Maybe it should just be like one of these ones. I don't know about the floor. I might need to change the floor as well. That might be better just to do like a red carpet. I think that probably works better. All right, we're pivoting. We're just going to go like this. I think it just looks better. All right, so we've got our nice little love room now where you come in and you mingle, you have a drink, you play some games, you know, that's all you need. Get to know the other people. All right, that makes sense to me. Okay, so we've got these like the hallways that our contestants walk through, and then we've got all this space in here, which is kind of nothing. Let me go back to daytime here and remove that. So just combine it with this section now. Now, I think I'm just using this floor because it's black. I don't think I was using it for any other reason. But I actually kind of think that maybe, what is this? Paneling. We could do like well, actually maybe that could be the ceiling. That actually could make sense in these areas. A paneled ceiling, like the backstage areas. That kind of makes sense, yeah. Those are kind of hard to see where the backstage areas are. There's one. And I think maybe the hallways as well in between can be that. Okay, then I have to figure out what we're going to do for the rest of the ceiling. But anyway, let me go back to this for a second. I mean, I think the wood flooring probably makes sense just to do in here rather than tiled floors all throughout. Because if we're imagining it is some sort of sound stage, it'd probably just be like a wooden floor. I guess I'll keep this archway. I feel like I had it there for a reason, so I'm going to keep it there. Make it darker. I did do lights in there. That's nice. So you can sort of see where you're walking. That's good. All right, so you can come in this way. That's good. I mean, we don't really actually need access to any of this back area. It's all just for funsies. like I'm not going to do anything back here. Oh, so that door does not work. Hang on, I can remove this wall. Okay. Oh, this is actually all, hang on, that's not wood anymore. It should be this. There you go. Okay, so their control room is just kind of here in amongst this door here for some reason. I don't know. That's just where it is. Okay. So it's looking pretty good. I feel like it's kind of nearly there. And I actually think this is going to be so much fun to play in Adventure Awaits and actually set up like a getaway here and do the elimination in this house. Like, come on, this is going to be so sweet. Let's do some ceilings. I don't know what we should do. Because I don't know if we need to over theme it, but I feel like we should have some sort of, I don't know, ceiling that kind of makes sense. Like, what if it's just a scratched up ceiling? What does that look like? That looks all right. It kind of looks like a bit of a texture thing, at least outside ceilings. I don't know about the inside of the house. Like in here, what should the ceiling, maybe just dark, because they would probably just make it dark so that you don't really see it. And it doesn't like reflect light, right? What if I do like the brushed metal? I know it's kind of bizarre, but at least it has like a little bit of a texture, but it's still dark. Let me have a look. What are those bar choices I did over there? I might change that. But yeah, I think the dark ceiling makes sense. Also, I can see the different ceiling in the other because we got all the half walls. So I might just do the same ceiling throughout, even in the backstage areas, because you can see the different ceiling. So I'm just going to do the same dark metal ceiling everywhere, except for outside. That's fine. Okay, so now we go in here. Whoa, sorry. Where am I? Here we go. Yeah, even though there is a little gap here, you know, you can see between, but it all has the same ceiling, so it kind of blends in. All right. Okay, looking good. What else? I mean, this is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to do this. Like the outside's not looking too bad. Maybe we could do some like roof decorations. Maybe some of these things. A little whirly bird there. I don't want to over decorate, but just a couple things here and there. And then like the HVAC unit as well somewhere. Where's the nicer looking one? Because there's this one. Where's the other one? Wait, what? Is the other one cheaper? Oh, yeah. I feel like this is well, I guess this doesn't look that nice, but I feel like it's the nicer looking one. Also, these seem so small. I thought these were so much bigger, but I guess because this build is so big. All right, I got a couple of those up there. I guess I could use like these things. Oh, even that looks small. Normally these are like massive. Oh, here we go. That's the big one. Let's go from this one. We'll have like a big unit like along like this. Do they have any? They don't have any side vents, do they? No, that's all right. There's no like corners either. Oh, it's placing up on the roof, which is actually kind of annoying. I need to place down. I don't know. I don't know what that's doing, but it's there. Okay. Just something to put on the roof. I could do like advertisements on the roof, but I kind of don't want it to be because then you'd see it from the house, which I don't really want them to be able to. I'm going to do a few more of these down the side. Maybe we'll do this one. I don't really want to do too many of these. I think they can be spaced apart enough like that it looks fine. And these aren't even really particularly, I'm not seeing where they're placed. I'm just placing them because they're definitely not centered good enough. All right, I might just leave that section. This is kind of weird. I don't know what's going on here. Like I got this entrance here with this big fence. I don't know why. I just remove that. It's kind of annoying. Deleting all that, deleted the door as well. Let me move the door there. It actually deleted the wallpaper there too. Interesting. See that? It deletes that whole section. All right, go back. I suppose I could maybe use the studio doors instead from Get Famous. If I could find the studio door. Here we go. And then I feel like a metal staircase. Oh, right. The door's not in the middle. That's kind of annoying. Let's do that. Make it extra wide. I don't know why they get famous. They get together, get to work. Staircase is so expensive too, by the way. That's like the most expensive staircase. I'll do that. I guess technically we should have stairs on all these, but I'm not going to. The front, we can have a staircase as well. Wait, how much did that just say that cost? Did you see that price? Oh, wait, now it's not working. Excuse me. $1,900 just for that. It's crazy, but we're going to do it. I kind of want to do it. I feel like we could have a more grand doorway to this place because this is where, we could do like one of these kind of doors. This is where our special contestants come into the house. You know what I mean? Maybe just these doors. They're not super special, but they're definitely like bigger, you know? And I think I want to move this lot because we could put it somewhere that makes a little bit more sense and sort of style it to fit a bit better. Now, okay, what do we have left to do? I mean, I think I've got it all right. Like we kind of updated a few bits here and there. I didn't update that much. I mean, I could maybe change this bar. I don't think I love that bar. Oh, I could do actually this bar. Yeah, 100%. 100%. These lights are actually blue at the moment. I'm actually going to change those to red. I think that might just make more sense. What does that look like at nighttime though? Oh, that's all right. Change those to red as well. That probably makes sense. Yeah, there you go. Okay. This is kind of nothing. That's all right. I guess what I could do perhaps. Oh, what about the, hang on. Woohoo locations. Because obviously we got beds. I don't think you can woohoo in those showers. But you can woohoo in the beds. You can woohoo in these closets over here. You can woohoo in the hot tub. In this woohoo specialty bed. I don't think you can in that tub. That would be good if you could, but you can't. Let me have a look. Over on the jamestoner.yt website, if you go down to Sims Bingo, a handy one that I've got is actually the Woohoo Bingo. So it's going to give me all the, actually, I don't think it is all the Woohoo locations. There's more than this, I think. I don't think I could fit them all on here. But this is a bunch of them that we could see if we can fit. Oh, the blanket. We should definitely get the blanket in. I'm going to mark that off. I'm going to mark off the ones we're going to do. The rocket ship, the crypt, maybe not the crypt. Animal shed, no. Dumpster, probably not. We can't do that. Money vault, hot spring, that's not going to fit. Hot tub we do have, that's fine. Tent, we could do a bush. Maybe we should add a bush outside, that'd make sense. Leaf pile, closet we've got. Photo booth, that could be a fun little thing to add. Maybe we'll do that. Sauna, actually we do have that. Observatory, not going to do. Okay, so let's add these ones. That's a good selection. In amongst, obviously, the bed as well that we already have. So let's get a poohoo bush. Get the one with the little love hearts. Yeah. Well, where should we put this one? Maybe just be over here. Over here. Kind of feels a little in the open. I mean, it's kind of the idea. I'll just put it there for now. We can always move it. I'll go there for now. So they can use that. And then, yeah, I'm thinking archery or something will go there. So I'm kind of leaving that blank. All right, so we've got the bush. Closet. Oh, the blanket, romantic blanket. Yes, that makes sense. Let me just filter for that so I can find. Oh, the costumes. Hang on, we need this. Should we put them? I guess we can put it in. I'll put it in the bedrooms. We'll get one in here. Okay, that color. Get one over here. Well, this room is a lot darker. I actually might need a little bit more light in here. Maybe a little too dark. Blue. This room kind of just has a lot of extra lights somehow. I think it's just bleeding over from the room next door. Actually, if I put a light here, that's probably going to light that up a bit more too. Yeah, that's all right. It's a bit light. It's a little dark in that corner, but that's all right. Okay. We got those. Okay, that's not what I was looking for, but let's keep going. All right, the blankets. Where do we, I guess we could do like a picnic blanket out here. That's kind of cute because then they could come out here, have a picnic, but then also just woohoo. So that, yeah, that's nice. I like the default one. The photo booth. That's a good idea. Is it not called photo booth? I just assumed it was. Photo. I guess where could we put this? It's just a fun thing that Sims can go take photos, but also woohoo. Okay, well, do I just want to put it in here maybe? Like I was going to, but just get rid of these so I can put it close to the wall. That goes into the, oh, that wall's also not painted. Hang on, paint those. There you go. There you go, just paint that default. All right, that goes there. Then we could also just do the red. Yeah, I mean, we could just do that. That's kind of saucy because then people could be woohooing in there. Yeah, and that kind of fills out that space a bit better. Now there's like kind of more stuff in here too. This room, do we just put some like benches and changing stuff in here maybe? We get like these ones out, right? And then do, oh, Batu. No, wait. Sorry. Maybe we should use a vault door for the entrance. They can't leave. I can't fit it though. I guess I'll put this double door back. I don't really know why that was a double door, but I guess it is, so whatever. Hang on, back to this room. Because I was just kind of, should I maybe do the same floor in here? Yeah, why not? It's like, it's an extension of the sauna. I feel like it should kind of feel like the sauna area. Oh, then maybe I should get the bench from Thingo, from that pack. That makes sense. Bardo. Oh, is it? What category is it in? Here we go. So we could just do a bench like here. And then what else do we have? It's not like I guess I could do this table, or what else do we have? Oh, the bamboo. We've been using that so much around the house. We should use it in here. Nice little spa sign. There you go. This is the relaxation center. You know, the housemates can come in here, then get some ointments and stuff. Actually, those kind of look more like supplements, but whatever. You can come in here, go for I was gonna say a soak, but it's not a soak. I don't know, go for a sauna and have a woohoo. Although, speaking of which, I think this is going to be in the way because like we want to see them in there. That bookcase right there is going to be super annoying. So we could put something there. It just needs to be a wall decoration that's going to get out of my way. Would make more sense. Actually, what about these things? Because that can go there, right? And then I can just, oh wait, does that not go down with the walls? I thought it did. Oh, okay, maybe not that. What about these? Do these go down with the walls? Oh yeah, they do. Okay, so I can just have this on the wall. Just decorative beams in the middle of the wall. I guess then the question is, do I want to have a bookcase anywhere? Because I don't think we have books anywhere. But do we need that? I don't think so. I mean, we could always add it. I guess that's fine. All right. I think that's going to do it for or at least for now, because once we get the new pack, we'll add a few more things in. And I guess I'll maybe move this to the new world. What is that? Wait, do we have the map yet? I guess, did we see it? Oh, okay. It definitely, okay. Yeah, this is from, let me move it over here so you can see it. So on Sims Community, we have the world map here. So thank you, Sims Community. It definitely looks, maybe somewhere that wouldn't have a Big Brother house. At least the one that I've designed. So I don't know if it makes the most sense in this world. We might just have to put it somewhere else. So why don't we, first of all, let's save this. I mean, this is incredible. Look at this thing. Now what's going on with these things? I kind of just plonked these down here. I don't know if I love these. I don't hate them. But let me just move them over like that so they're spaced a bit better. Then I'll just put this in the middle of this little section, which is about, yeah, kind of, not really. Because the way that these panels are sort of slicing doesn't really make a huge amount of sense. Because yeah, would fit in the panels, but it's not in, whatever. I'm just going to do that. Let's also let me go to nighttime because I don't think we have any outside lighting. That was like my Big Brother logo. Let's go to the red one. Yeah. And then we need to do like the little recording light, like it's a studio lot. Go one there. Should have one at each of our doors, maybe. Be over this side where the little electricity box thing is. And then we'll get one over here, there. Lovely. You know, gotta add the ambiance to the build, you know? So people know that, you know, we're shooting in here. So don't come on in, you know? I don't think that's how these lights work, but whatever. Okay, got a couple of those around. And then, okay, let me save this now. My library. I like how it does say if I save this, that the original is by the Sim Supply. Dang it! It was by me! No! It was always me! Wow, look at these great photos. All right, let's find, where can we put it? I mean, I'm thinking Del Sol Valley, just because that makes sense. But is there a lot? Because this is a 50 by 50 lot. I don't mind going up to a bigger lot, but I don't think there's actually a lot in Del Sol Valley that isn't in the famous area, the mansion area that's big enough. Because that's 50 by 40, that's too small. These are all going to be smaller. I could put it up there, but I don't think having a movie studio lot up there makes sense. So that's not going to work. Okay, I've done it on this lot here in Windenburg. I think it just kind of makes sense. We actually have enough room now to decorate around a little bit. I'm just going to move it back so we can get some stuff out the front of the lot. Yeah, okay. It does also mean we have room to expand. Not that I think we need to, but let's go ahead and do like a little, well, not a little, nice big fancy fence around our movie studio. In fact, I might just go to there and then we can use I think like a chain link fence there to just join the back bit. So do that. And then down the side, we'll use the fancy fence. Actually, we could just maybe even do the fancy fence just at the front half. And then like they sort of replace, like it sort of goes up to the front bit maybe. And then maybe there's like even like to the back lot area here. Actually, maybe where that transition is there. We can have like a secondary section there. All right, that makes sense, I think. This is all just decorative, of course, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't make any difference. And I'm just gonna arbitrarily cut it there and then have that go along there. Cool. All right, and then we need to do like a sort of big gate kind of thing. Actually, I wonder, so in Get Famous, the actual movie studio lot has like a fence and stuff, right? So if we go debug and live edit, what do we got for that? Oh, Trailers. Okay, we definitely need these around the place. Yeah. All right, what else do we have? Oh, yes. Oh my God, that's massive. This is what I was talking about though. This is what we need. And we need like the little booth here to get in. Maybe we don't have the little gate. Okay, where's the grid? I need to see the grid here. I definitely remember using this in our Let's Play when I did it as well, actually. Put it there for now. And then move objects it forward a little bit so it's sort of there. And we'll get rid of the fence that goes into it. Actually, we need to keep the fence in, otherwise people will just walk through it. We'll cut the fence like just there. I guess I could technically walk through that little bit there, but that's all right. Has no other colors. That's okay. I guess the question is, do I bother putting this thing in? If I scale it down, it doesn't, I don't think it looks too small. Like you could fit, well, I don't think this could fit through. Let's see. Look, it's a squeeze. It could fit. If you could turn it, I don't know. That's another question. Does that matter? Nah, we'll do that. I mean, it's just all, it's part of the setting. We got to do it. Okay, I just spent a little time adding a couple of details around the place. Nothing too crazy, but just to make it feel a little bit more like set dressed, you know? So we got a couple of cars parked here. I did them sort of in a line because if they're sticking out, there's like no room. Also, I mean, if you look at this as coming in here and trying to turn around this area, especially with these stairs here, there's not really room for it, but you know, it's a little bit of suspension of disbelief. Got a little news van over here, which I might actually move that a little bit. Maybe this can be just parked over here. Just like that. Yeah, and then just like a little truck backed up over here. We've got a bunch of dumpsters out the back on this side. And there's also some, well, there's a dumpster over there. But yeah, but that's basically it. It just sort of gives it a little bit more of like, it's placed there. There's stuff around it. It kind of makes sense to be where it is and the house that it is. I mean, we're also just in the countryside. So I don't know if it fully fits the surroundings, but there's not many other places it can go. So that's where it's going to go for now. And we're going to leave this here for now. I just realized, how do I, oh, there it is. Recolor that one. Yeah, we're going to leave this here for now. And then when Adventure Awaits comes out, we will play in this house, do an elimination competition, and add in the things from that pack as well. But there you go. That is the Big Brother house. Finally done. 9 years later, baby. We got it done. We got it done in the end. Also, I'm aware that this half wall is a different color, the trim, but that's fine. So is that one because it sort of goes with the environment that it's in. Anyway, I think this turned out pretty well. I'm glad that I came back to it. And I'm genuinely surprised that there's an expansion pack that is actually going to make this house playable in the way that it was supposed to, you know, here we are. You know, I guess this is what happens when The Sims 4 lasts for 11 years. There's a pack for everything. Thank you so much to my top level members for supporting the channel, and thank you so much for watching. But yeah, leave comments, suggestions, and all that down below for this house as well, if there's things I should add or change even before Adventure Awaits, because obviously I've completed the house sort of from what we had, but I'm open to also doing some changes. If there's more like competition things, like obviously I did the ping pong table and the dancing, the dance floor, but if there's more like competitions that we can actually pit Sims against each other, please let me know. I mean, we could also just do fighting. We can definitely just do a little fight club area. That could be fun as well. But yeah, if you have any other ideas for that kind of stuff that we can sort of incorporate into the Let's Play aspect of this, please let me know. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time, and have an awesome day.